Have you ever walked into the room and your dog gives you that look, cold shoulder, avoiding eye contact, or even ignoring you completely? It might feel like they're upset, but could they really be mad at you? The truth is, dogs have a remarkable ability to show emotions, and yes, sometimes they get frustrated or even annoyed. You might think everything's fine, but your dog could be silently giving you clues that something is wrong. So, how do you know when your dog is mad at you? Stick around because we're going to reveal 10 surprising signs that your dog may be upset with you. 1. Avoiding eye contact. One of the most noticeable signs that your dog might be upset with you is if they start avoiding eye contact. Eye contact is an essential form of communication between dogs and their humans. When your dog looks into your eyes, it is often a sign of trust and affection. In fact, some studies show that mutual eye contact between a dog and its owner increases levels of oxytocin, the hormone associated with bonding and affection. However, when a dog is upset, they may refuse to make eye contact altogether. They may turn their head or look in the opposite direction when you try to engage with them. If you notice your dog avoiding your gaze, it's a clear sign they're feeling distant or annoyed with you. This behavior can happen for a variety of reasons, from scolding them earlier in the day to a sudden change in routine that made them uncomfortable. Understanding why your dog might be avoiding eye contact can help you figure out what's wrong and start making things right again. 2. Ignoring you completely. Another strong sign that your dog is mad at you is when they start ignoring you entirely. If your dog suddenly acts as if they can't hear you, it's often a form of canine silent treatment. This can manifest in small ways, like not coming when called or pretending not to notice you when you're in the same room. Dogs are intelligent creatures and know how to get your attention. So, when they're mad, they might choose to ignore you as a way of showing their displeasure. This behavior could stem from something that upset them earlier, such as missing a walk or a change in your schedule. Ignoring you is their way of saying, "I'm not happy right now." It's important to address this behavior calmly and lovingly, as forcing interaction when your dog is upset may make things worse. Give them time, space, and of course, extra treats to show that you're still their best friend. 3. Turning their back on you. One of the most straightforward ways a dog might express their anger or frustration is by physically turning their back on you. This might seem simple, but in the dog world, body language is everything. When a dog turns their back, it's a strong form of body language that says, "I'm not interested in interacting with you right now." It's almost like they're blocking you out of their world for a little while. Dogs often use this behavior to signal that they need space or that they're unhappy with something you've done. This could be the result of scolding, a missed play session, or even just a disruption in their routine that's left them feeling a little off. This action is not aggressive, but it's definitely one of the ways they show you they need some time to process their feelings. If you see your dog turning away from you frequently, it's time to think about whether you've done something that might have upset them. The best way to respond to this behavior is to give them space and allow them to come to you when they're ready. 4. Hiding or avoiding you. Hiding is another common behavior dogs exhibit when they're feeling upset or stressed. When a dog is mad, they may try to distance themselves from you by hiding in unusual spots around the house, such as under the bed, in a closet, or behind furniture. This behavior is similar to when they avoid eye contact or turn their back on you, but taken to a greater extreme. When your dog hides, they're essentially saying, "I need space, and I don't want to be around you right now." This could happen after a disagreement, like if you scolded them, or if they're feeling anxious due to changes in their environment. Dogs hide when they feel vulnerable, so when they retreat from your presence, it's a clear sign they're not feeling happy. If this happens, it's important to remain calm and patient. Don't force them out of their hiding spot. Instead, let them come to you when they feel safe again. Be sure to assess any recent events or changes that may have triggered this behavior so you can address the underlying issue. 5. Excessive licking or chewing. Dogs often express their emotions through physical behaviors, and one sign that your dog might be upset with you is excessive licking or chewing. While these behaviors can sometimes be normal, when they become excessive or out of character, it's worth paying attention. Dogs may start licking themselves, particularly their paws, or chew on objects around the house when they're feeling stressed or frustrated. This self-soothing behavior is their way of dealing with their emotions. If you've recently upset your dog, they might turn to licking or chewing as a form of comfort. This can also happen if they're feeling anxious due to a change in their environment or routine. For example, if you've been working long hours and your dog feels neglected, they may start chewing on furniture or licking themselves as a way to cope. It's essential to recognize this behavior early because excessive licking or chewing can lead to other problems, such as sores or damage to household items. The best way to address this is by providing your dog with extra love, attention, and mental stimulation to help them feel more secure and less stressed. 6. Sudden destructive behavior. Has your normally well-behaved dog suddenly started tearing up shoes or destroying furniture? This could be a sign that they're feeling frustrated or mad at you. Dogs don't naturally want to destroy things, but when they're upset, they may resort to destructive behavior as a way to express their emotions. Destruction can often be a cry for attention, especially if they feel ignored or neglected. For example, if you've been busy and haven't spent as much time playing with them, they may act out by chewing on your favorite shoes or ripping apart the couch cushions. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm upset, and I need you to notice me." This behavior can also be linked to boredom or a lack of exercise, which can exacerbate their feelings of frustration. To prevent destructive behavior, make sure your dog gets plenty of physical activity, mental stimulation, and of course, love and attention. If the behavior persists, you might need to consult a trainer or veterinarian to rule out any deeper emotional or physical issues. 7. Excessive barking or growling. Another sign your dog might be mad at you is a sudden increase in barking or growling. Dogs use barking as a way to communicate, and when they're upset, this form of communication can escalate. If your dog is barking more than usual, especially in situations where they're typically calm, it could be their way of expressing frustration or anger. Growling, too, is a clear sign that your dog is not happy. While growling can sometimes be playful, it's important to pay attention to the context. If your dog growls at you or during interactions that normally wouldn't provoke that response, it's a strong indicator they're feeling upset. Barking or growling out of frustration can happen if your dog feels ignored, anxious, or if there's been a disruption in their daily routine. Responding to this behavior with patience and understanding is crucial. Avoid punishing your dog for barking or growling, as this can increase their frustration. Instead, try to address the root cause of their emotions and provide reassurance to help them feel more at ease. 8. Peeing or pooping indoors. If your house-trained dog suddenly starts having accidents indoors, this could be a sign that they're mad at you. Dogs are usually very particular about where they relieve themselves, and when they start peeing or pooping indoors, it's often a sign that something is off emotionally. This behavior can be frustrating for dog owners, but it's important to remember that your dog isn't doing this to be spiteful. Instead, it's likely a sign of stress or frustration. If your dog has recently been scolded or experienced a change in routine, they may act out by having accidents inside the house.